Hi guys! This is Mrs. Humphrey and my lovely assistant Molly here again to do an art docent lesson with you guys. And I hope you are enjoying your time at home learning. I know there's things that we enjoy about it, like that we get to spend time together, which is fun. But we're going to do a new art project with you guys this week, and based on an artist. So what you'll need for this project, you'll need some scratch paper, some what I call idea paper. This is some that I was doodling on, so this backside is perfect because I'm not going to use this for anything else. So for your idea paper, for your doodle paper, you can just use scrap paper like this. Or if you have newsprint, I use that a lot too because it's inexpensive and you can buy it at even like Dollar Tree. Or if you have paper that's been printed on that is in your recycle bin, perfect.
Like a messed up copy.
Yep. Idea paper is just whatever paper you want to doodle on, or if you have a sketchbook, great. And then you'll need a nice piece of paper that is nice like this, or I like to use cardstock, but you could use, but this one's nice too, for your final picture. Okay, so you're going to do doodles and project and brainstorm and ideas on that paper, and then you're going to want a nice piece of paper for your final project. Okay, again, I like to use cardstock, so if you have that, or if your parents get some for you, that works really nicely. So just plain white, just plain white cardstock. Okay, and then you're going to need pencil, an eraser, and coloring tools of some sort. So markers or color pencils, even crayons will work. Oil pastels could work.
Pantene?
Yeah, for this project, I don't know. I think you're going to need something with a finer tip. Yeah, so you're going to need...
so not something that would smell super easy.
Yeah. So you're going to want to use color pencils or markers probably for this project. Okay. If you really want to get creative and paint, you could probably do that too.
Yeah, but it has to be very...
Yeah, it could be tricky. Okay.
Maybe you would have to use tape.
Maybe.
Very fine tape.
Okay, anyway. So those are your materials to gather. So your paper and your pencil and eraser and your coloring stuff. Okay. So the artist I want to introduce you guys to today, he lives in England, and he's actually a working artist right now. And so you can actually go and buy prints of his stuff online, which is kind of cool on Etsy. But I read this article about him and some artwork that he does, and I thought it was super cool, and I thought it'd be a fun project for us. Inspired me to think of a fun project for us. So what he does, inspiration. And what he does is he makes fan artwork. And fan artwork is artwork that people make about an existing thing, right? And so like a movie that you really like Star Wars or Pokemon or Disney princesses. And there's people they're like Star Wars is my thing, and so they make write stories about Star Wars, like that say like, what if
this person met this person.
Yeah, so what if Kylo Ren came across some porgs? What would happen, right? And so maybe they write a story about Kylo Ren versus the porgs. And
Mom!
What?
It's going to be his dinner.
It's going to be his dinner. I don't know. Maybe he's a vegetarian.
Things we do not know.
So, but what could happen? What would be interesting, or what people like to... There's all kinds of stories that people create out there that you can go online and read, which is kind of fun. But people also make artwork, and it's becoming more and more popular, I think, as like people keep going to Comic Cons, and people are collecting art, different things. Like even the Funko Pops is a type of fan artwork because it's not made to look just like the original things. It's kind of a what if copy. What if Cinderella became a Funko Pop? What would she look like? That's kind of a fun thing. So so there's all kinds of fan artwork out there, and the artist that I'm going to show you guys, his name is Jordan Bolton.
It really sounds like Troy Bolton.
It's not Troy Bolton.
I know, but it sounds like it.
It's because it's the same last name. Jordan Bolton.
I know, but
he's English. and he makes movie posters. So he's a movie poster artist, and I tend to see if he makes I think there's some where people have paid him to make things, but then he also has this fan art that he does of movies that he likes. And so I'm going to show you a artwork that he made based on this movie. And this is Howl's Moving Castle, and this is a Studio Ghibli film by Hayao Miyazaki. And it was originally a book, and then this is a movie they made that's based on that. And in this movie, this guy right here
Just like turned yellow.
Is this sort of lost prince wizard guy. I can't remember. Yeah, and she comes along and helps him out, and he lives in this. And he lives in this. You can kind of see here this crazy looking castle that actually has like feet and walks across the land and stuff. And
so it's like a mechanical human.
Yeah, so it's kind of mechanical, but kind of like a creature of some sort. It's really crazy, and so you can kind of see. And so here's the movie again. So Howl's Moving Castle. It's one we really like here at our house, and so when I saw this artwork, I was like, "Oh, that's really cool," because it's about that movie we like. Okay. But he also does other movies and other things. But here is his artwork that he made about the movie. Now, if you look, just a minute, Molly. Okay. So if you look at this isn't something where he's recreating the story. It's not a picture. It has any people or characters or creatures in it. It is just, he makes these pictures and these images of just objects, which is I think it's kind of cool. So if you watch the movie, you would see each of these things will be something that would appear in the movie at some point. You can see here her braid is what's there in the middle, and with the pink bows on it. She works in a hat. At the beginning of the movie, she works in a haberdashery, and so she makes hats. You can see some sewing stuff in a hat here, and there's a scarecrow thing that has this pipe, and these are all things that appear in the movie at some point. And I like how he's in each of the posters that he's made that are like this, he does this like kind of suitcase or prop bag that looks like with the name of the movie, and it looks like all this stuff kind of came out of that box. So it's kind of a neat image. So what he does is he watches these movies, looks very carefully at all the objects and things in there, and then he recreates them and makes them out of clay and paper and paint. And then he takes these photographs and he sells these photographic prints of his artwork, these posters. Super cool. I'm actually thinking about buying one, so we'll see. A neat thing that he has done right now is during quarantine is he has made free coloring pages. So we're going to do an artwork, but if you also want to do more and you want to, or if your parents or anybody wants to enjoys coloring, then you can go to his Instagram page and you can actually print out, he has free printables of coloring pages of his artwork. Ooh, it's cool. Yeah.
I want it.
So I think it'd be fun to even like watch the movie with the coloring page, and then as you see the stuff, you can color it in. That could be cool.
That seems fun.
Yeah, I thought that could be really fun.
Home activities.
So that's one more extra activity, but I want you guys to make artwork first. Okay. So what you're going to do is so let's put this up here. Where's my clip? There it is. Okay. Thank you, Assistant Molly. So what you're going to do for this project is you actually get to watch a movie.
Just a movie? Haha, that's a good project.
No, not just watch the movie. You have homework with it. Okay. So,
at least it's art homework.
So I'm going to pretend like this is my sketchbook or this is my idea paper, okay? So,
you can have a notebook that's just for
So
art.
I just wanted to make it extra big so you guys can see and stuff on here. So, and you're going to take a pencil and you're going to sit down and watch a movie and you're going to look for objects. Now, if you notice, there's no characters in here, right? Even in this movie, there's a little fire that has Calcifer
Calcifer.
I know, he's super
cute.
So Calcifer is like this little flame and a fire is not really
a person. You could do a spark, though.
But you notice there's no, that's not on here. So there's nothing that has actually a character on here. It's just, It is just objects. It's just things that are props and objects. Okay, so you're going to be able to choose whatever movie you want, something you really enjoy, and or something new maybe, and do this with that. And you're going to watch the movie and look for objects. Okay, so it could be anything in the movie that, and we're going to do a sample here real fast and kind of give you an idea of what you're going to look for. But we're not going to watch a movie. We're just going to. We're going to choose a movie that that we've seen recently and that is something that most people are familiar with. So Molly and I thought maybe Aladdin. Okay, because that's one that came out not too long ago.
Live action and non-live action? Non-live action.
Okay, so if you were going to do...
Wait, the magic carpet is a character.
The magic carpet is a character, so I would not do the magic carpet. You're right. But I would do the lamp. Okay, so you want to put a lamp? Okay, so Molly and I are going to kind of work on this together.
And you could do, like... broad themed, or you could do like a coin that's like
so you could do things like the lamp is a big part of the movie, right? Like that's a really that's a recognizable part of Aladdin.
This looks like a teapot.
Oh, that looks good. And then do the little base there. Good. Oh, that's good. Okay, so Molly's drawn the magic lamp.
That's
and
good.
If you watch the movie, you know, you could watch it and try to draw your lamp so it looks just like that. So that's actually a recognizable thing, but maybe but there's other things like the coins and stuff that are...
Can I make one? I have another one.
Yeah, that are just objects that are kind of interesting that are in the movie, right? So it doesn't have to be, or the giant gem. What is that?
His staff.
Oh, his staff.
Snake staff.
Oh yeah. So Molly's drawing the staff. That's
this
cool.
This looks like an elephant with
No,
wings.
you're right, and it'd be longer. Yeah. So
super long staff.
Jafar's staff, that's a cool one. Okay, I was just thinking that the jewels that are in there's that giant ruby thing.
Oh, the apple that Jasmine was not supposed to take for free.
Oh yeah, the apple. That's a good one. The apple that that she gives. Oh, she give a loaf of bread or an apple.
In the live action one, she gives an apple, but
Okay.
she gives it bread.
Okay.
I'm still drawing.
So, but I think Aladdin does take an apple from.
He takes a watermelon. No,
Yes.
he takes the bread and splits it in two for the little
Yeah.
kids.
So, so the bread or an apple, whichever one he takes. I've got the big jewel that
I can think of live action ones like the jams.
I know we watched that one lately. The jams.
Oh, the golden camel.
Yeah, but the camel. Oh, the golden camel. Yeah. What are some other things? What about they have. What about Aladdin's hat? That big hat when he is.
Oh, I love that hat.
When he is Prince Ali. It's like,
Prince.
yes, he has a giant hat he wears. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the feathers. You could draw the big hat. So, or Jasmine's tiara thing that she wears.
Oh, I have something else. Or the genie's handcuffs.
Oh, the genie's. Oh, yeah, that would be a good one because those are like that's part of the story too. His bracelet things that he wears. Yeah, there's a name for those. I'll think of it in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, we've sort of started collecting a bunch of different objects that are part of that movie. And a cracker, nice. And so as you watch the movie, you'll kind of look for objects and things that kind of carry the story or things that are just interesting in the movie. And then you're going to create this drawing that you're going to of all these different objects. Now, when you finished, and this is, you're just kind of watch and throw these things on here as you watch. But when you finish, I want you to make a nice artwork that's a finished project that you're going to make that is going to combine your favorite objects from here. So you're going to choose.
Can I make one?
Yeah. So go ahead, Molly. So you're going to choose some of your favorite ones. You're going to arrange them in an interesting way on your final paper. So on your nice paper on the end. Okay. So Molly's going to sort of start doodling there. So that's basically your project. So you're going to do sketches and ideas on your idea paper and your sketch paper, and then you're going to do a final piece where you're going to do nice drawings and arrange them in a way that you like onto your nice paper, and then finish it out with adding color with colored pencil or marker or whatever.
Diamond.
Yeah, diamonds are tough, and that would be something that maybe if you're not sure how to. Oh yeah, good. So just kind of look at the shapes as always. If you're trying to figure out how to draw something, start with the basic shapes. So like with the genie lamp, if you get different colors, so you can see. If it's not quite looking right and you did a genie lamp, think about think about the basic shapes you see there. So first you would draw a circle or an oval, and then you're going to add on the other shapes onto there. And so that's a good way to draw anything is to add those on. So I hope you guys have fun making this project.
No,
and
I need to finish this.
And have a great week. And again, you can always
Gosh.
the Lake Young's PTSA has a website, and you're welcome to post your artwork on there, and you can put reference that to Art Docents, and I would love to see what you guys make. So have a great week and enjoy making art. And don't forget, you can look up Jordan Bolton, and you can do you see some of his other artwork, and also see some of his printouts for if you want extra projects, you can do some coloring and put those. Okay, bye, and that's it. Nice job, Molly. And be sure to put the name of the movie in there too, so you can see what it is.
So you could put it in like something. I was trying to put in the genie lamp, but it was too long.
Okay.
So that
Yeah, it's hard to do with these markers. But you can put the name in there creatively somehow.
Mom, I didn't do that because that looked way too hard. You know the whale thing that's like super detailed.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
But if you watch the movie, you could kind of see more of the details
like you
and
could
stuff.
stop it and go like.
Exactly. Okay.
Beautiful.
Bye, guys.
See ya.